Hey guys, Chandler here, back on my channel, Alternate Journey, and a couple weeks ago I did mention about possibly doing a Q&A because it has been a while and I like to do videos where you guys get to learn a little bit more about me. But instead, today I'm going to be doing the Myers-Briggs Personality Test. I found this test thanks to one of my favorite YouTubers, Ken. Definitely go check out their YouTube channel. He does a bunch of reaction videos with his friends, like reacting to reality TV and all that stuff, like Dr. Phil and everything. It's really funny. It's honestly the only way I can watch some of those shows. So, yeah, definitely check it out. But anyways, the Myers-Briggs Personality Test is an introspective, self-report questionnaire indicating different psychological preferences in how people perceive the world and make decisions. The test attempts to assign 4 categories: introversion or extroversion, sensing or intuition, thinking or feeling, judging or perceiving. Now honestly, this is a test that I've always kind of wanted to do. Like, yes, I pretty much know myself and how I think and perceive the world and like how I make decisions. I mean, I am almost 23 years old, so I've kind of been living with my mind for a while now and know how I, think. But it's very interesting how they categorize it, and it's very interesting like how there is like 4, I guess, main personality types, but I know there's a lot more. It's just like a little bit more rare, and I always wondered how rare my personality is according to these tests. Now the real Myers Personality Test does cost money, so I'm going to be doing a free version of it. It's saying that it is kind of like exactly like the actual test and 98% accurate. Yeah, so I'm going to be taking the free personality test at 16personalities.com. Okay, so maybe there's like 16 personalities, but I've heard that there's like a major 4 or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, let's just jump right into it. Really make new friends. I used to not, but I guess now, just because my work environment, I kind of do. Like in real life, I don't go out and try to make friends. I don't go out of my way to make friends, but I do regularly make new friends. I agree, but like I'm not. Okay, so I'm gonna do like the first agree little button. You spend a lot of your free time exploring various random topics that pique your interest. I agree with that. Yes, I do. I am always researching a lot of things and reading a bunch of articles. It's like not even just like YouTube topic related. Like I just like read a bunch of random stuff all the time, like stuff about the ocean, space. Seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry. Disagree. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Extremely uncomfortable because I don't know exactly how to help. Like I can sympathize, like I understand why they're crying sometimes. Like I'm not emotionless. Like I know what emotions are, but it's just like I don't know how to comfort that person. Like I don't know exactly what they need or want in that moment, especially if they're not talking. It's like I don't know what to do. Social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know. Yes, but not fully agree, because I will introduce myself to some people. Like, if I think you're cool, but also you already know some of my friends, it's easier for me to introduce myself because I already know, like, you already have kind of like a nice personality that I can almost relate to because you relate and, like, engage with someone else that I already know that I like. So it's like, it depends on the situation. Like, I won't introduce myself to a whole brand new person that nobody knows and stuff, but like I will introduce myself to like kind of like a third party, I guess you would kind of call that scenario. You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists. Strongly freaking agree. I make a list of what I have to do like literally every day, and I like check it off when I'm done. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. I wouldn't say strongly disagree, but somewhat disagree. Like, it depends on the mistake, but this is saying a small mistake, and small mistakes happens all the time. And like, if you can't get over such small mistakes, like how you ever gonna accomplish the overall goal? You know what I mean? Because you're always gonna be just doubting yourself. So, yeah, no. You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending. Oh, like it's a weird ending? Depends. Like a murder mystery thing, I want the fucking answer, you know? I would say a little bit agree. Because I like thinking and stuff like that, and it's just like everything is honestly perceived different for everybody anyway, so isn't every ending your own interpretation? Because we all focus on different details throughout the whole entire film. Like I could notice something that Sam completely missed in the movie, and like that's why I have a certain view on the ending than Sam does, you know? So it's just like a little bit agree. Your happiness comes more from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments. I like to help people accomplish their goals, but it's like, it's not selfish to appreciate your own abilities and your own accomplishments, you know what I mean? It's not selfish to realize how far you've gone. So it's like, I'm very happy with my accomplishments right now, but I'm also very happy with like certain accomplishments from like family members and friends and stuff. Like, that's awesome for them. So I'm very kind of neutral in this, because both brings me kind of like the same kind of happiness. So I'm honestly going to say neutral with this, because it's like, good news is good news, you know what I mean? So it's just, yeah. You avoid leadership roles in group settings. I would say disagree. I usually have to take the leadership roles in a lot of things, because a lot of people won't. Also, if it's like something that like I really know about, then I don't mind taking the leadership role. It's like, yeah, I'll do that. You are definitely not an artistic type of person. I am an artistic person. It's just, out of everyone in my family, which just freaking sucks, I have no artistic abilities, but I have a very artistic mind. So I would say disagree. You think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rationality and less on feelings? This really depends on how you interpret this question. Like, rationality of things, in my mind, is that everyone deserves equal rights, right? But a lot of people have these feelings that call, you know, the LGBTQ plus community and stuff like that snowflakes. So it's just like, are we the ones with too much feelings, or are you guys because you can't get over the fact that, hey, these people exist, we exist, so fuck you. So it's like, me, to my mind, that's rational. Like, that's true, like, we exist and everything like that. Everyone deserves, you know, equal rights and humane rights. So it's like, to me, that's rational. That's nothing about feelings, that's just, we're all fucking human, you know? But to another person, this is like, no, we gotta worry about this, this, and this. Fuck people's feelings of, like, being gay and trans. And so it's like, this really does depend on how you look at the question. So in my mind, since that is rational and that just makes sense because, you know, that's not just feelings, that is life, I'm gonna say yes, the world will be a better place if people relied more on rationality and less on feelings. So I'm gonna put a little bit grade. Well, middle grade. You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. I don't go out there to draw attention to myself, but sometimes it just happens. I've always been called this. Like, I've always been called like an attention seeker by like ex-boyfriends. Just because like I dye my hair, I guess, and I wear, yes, unique clothes, I guess, but this isn't really that unique, anything like that. I really do like this button up, and I just dye my hair because I like dyeing my hair. I don't think it's anything to draw attention to myself. I'm gonna be covered in tattoos. People think that's attention seeking. But honestly, like, the things that I do, it's just normal to me. It's not really attention seeking in my mind. So, yeah, I don't really try to draw attention to myself, but I don't completely avoid it where, like, I'm just this another clone within society. I don't think about it. That's the thing. I don't think about it. I don't think, like, what's going to draw people's attentions today. It's like, no, what do I want to wear? Or what do I want to do? What color do I want to put my hair? You know, so it's just like, you tend to avoid. So I'm going to put a little bit grade. You have always been fascinated by the question of what, if anything, happens after death. Yeah, I like everyone's like different opinions on it and stuff like that. I don't really care as much anymore what exactly happens. Like, whatever happens, happens. I'm gonna be dead. I probably won't feel it. And if I do, then it won't be that bad. If anything, I'll probably be like a ghost. I've been told I'm a very old soul. So obviously my soul's prepared for death, you know? It's been through it before. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. I used to be, because like I'm the second child out of 7 kids, so there's always been someone around. But now I've been living alone for like a good 2-3 years now, and it's not that bad. I disagree with that. I can live with myself. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. No, if anything, I get more interested, but if someone's not open-minded enough in the conversation where like they are just hard on in their own opinions and they're not being open-minded within the discussion, then I lose interest, because it's like, why am I even talking to you? Why are we even having this discussion? Like, you're just ignorant, not open-minded, so it's like, what's the point of this? I'm not wasting my energy on this. You find it easy to empathize with a person whose experiences are very different from yours. Depends on the scenario. I've been through a hard life, and when someone with a very easy life complains about something, I'm just like, what? It definitely depends on your privileges within life, I guess. But I do empathize with people. Like, I understand everyone has different life experiences, and like, I don't like comparing pain, honestly, because, you know, someone's worst pain is their worst pain because they don't know no other. You know what I mean? Obviously, you can break that threshold, and they can realize when things like that, and they can like understand you a little bit more and stuff like that. Say if you had the heart of life or whatever, or different experiences. So it's like, that's the thing with life, like everyone just has their own experiences, and like if you're not open-minded enough to like view the other side, it could be hard and difficult, but you know. So I'm gonna say a little bit agree because I can understand if it depends like on the scenario. After a long and exhausting week, a lively social event is just what you need. No. After a long and exhausting week, which is literally every week for me, I like to sit home, watch YouTube videos, and smoke. That's my relaxation time. I do like going to concerts and stuff like that, so it's like if there was like a concert to go to, yeah, I'll go to that. You rarely feel insecure. I used to feel extremely insecure, but that's just because I'm trans, just in case there's any new viewers. Yes, I'm a trans male. I mean, I've been on testosterone for almost 2 years now, so it's like that has helped me extremely. So my insecurities in the past was just because of my gender dysphoria. So now, yeah, I rarely feel insecure. You often spend a lot of time trying to understand views that are very different from your own. I don't spend a lot of time on it, but I do like discussions like that, as long as they try to understand my point as well. Like if they're just explaining their point just to get their point across, I don't like that because it sounds like I'm being taught something, like I'm a stupid kid and it's just like, this is how it is, and in reality it's like, no, this is just your viewpoint. I like to discuss it though, so I can understand it. And it's like, yes, that could change my viewpoint on something, like if you say something that's like, oh yeah, I've never seen it that way, you know? So I do agree with this, but it depends on the scenario. You believe that pondering abstract physiological questions is a waste of time. Disagree. It's so much fun. You feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmospheres than quiet, intimate ones. Disagree. I like quiet ones. I like a small, quiet cafe. You are very intrigued by things labeled as controversial. I understand when certain things are controversial, but certain things that like people label as controversial, it's like, no, you're just saying that's controversial just because you don't like to talk about it because you don't understand the other viewpoint, or you don't like to do the research of the other viewpoint. Like, it's very interesting living in the country because it's like, oh, let's not talk about gay rights because that's a controversial topic. And it's like, no, it's not. It's really not. So it really depends on what people label as controversial. You would pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed it more. Not really needed it more, but like deserved it more. But yeah, I did that before. I passed along a good opportunity because I thought someone deserved it more. There's gonna be a time for everybody, and I just felt like that was like the right time for that individual. Feel confident that things will work out for you. I used to not, but honestly, yeah. I really do think that things are gonna work out for me. In the past, I feel like things would never work out for me, but I think that was just because I didn't know who I was, I didn't have the terminology and like understanding of things and stuff like that, but now, like, since I was 17, 18, I kinda like knew who I was and stuff, and it's just like, and now today with like actually, you know, medically transitioning, it's just like, yeah, I really do feel like, you know, I'm gonna live past 30 and stuff. Yeah, I feel like I do actually have a bright future ahead. Ooh, let's see results. By the way, that took me like 40 minutes to do. I'm sure if you were doing this by yourself, not explaining things to a camera, it should take you half that time. So really this takes like 15 to 20 minutes. But let's see. Okay. Heart attack. Interesting. Look at my avatar. Ooh, I'm thinking. I am definitely more introverted than extroverted. Energy. This trait show direct heart mental energy. I'm more intuitive and observant. I'm definitely more thinking than feeling, but it's very close. It's not that far off, and I feel like that's really me. Tactics. I'm more judging than prospecting? I feel like that's a hard read, but okay. I'm more assertive than turbulent. What is turbulent? Showing how confident you are in our abilities and decisions. So I'm more confident? What is that saying? What's turbulent? Turbulent is characterized by conflict, disorder, confusion, not controlled or calm. Okay, so that just means like I'm more calm and basically confident in my decisions. Okay, yeah, I would definitely say that. I'm definitely more confident. Interesting, okay. I'm more judging than prospecting. I feel like that's the only thing that like kind of pisses me off. Cause that's big, 79 and 21. So tactics. Trait reflects our approach to work, plan, decision making. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm more of like judging in like the scenario maybe. more than just like viewing the scenario. It can be lonely at the top as one of the rarest personality types. Rational and quick-witted, architects may struggle to find people who can keep up with their non-stop analysis of everything around them. Literally, I analyze freaking everything and people don't understand that. A thirst for knowledge, yes, I definitely do that. You are not entitled to your own opinion, you are entitled to your informed opinion. No one is entitled to being ignorant. Yes! Yes! Architect question everything. Many personality types trust the status quo, relying on conventional wisdom and other people's expertise as they go about their lives. But every skeptical architect prefers to make their own discoveries. Literally, I like view everyone's like things, but then like I pinpoint like what I like agree with and everything. And it's just like yeah. They literally give you everything about your type. That's cool on one of the rarest things. It gives you an introduction, your strengths and weaknesses. Okay, I want to see strengths and weaknesses actually. Strengths. I'm rational, informed, independent, determined, curious, versatile. Well, I am averse. Weaknesses. Arrogant. I've been told I'm stubborn. Dismissive of emotions. I've been told that. But like I don't think that's a bad thing. But emotional context often matters more than people with their personality type care to admit. Architects can get impatient with anyone who seems to value feelings more than facts. Unfortunately, ignoring emotion is its own type of bias, one that could cloud judgment. I understand that. I feel like people like me always get like bashed and say like we have no like feelings of emotions and we don't understand emotions. Like, no, I do understand emotions, but you have to process your emotions and understand the rationality of it, because that's the thing, everyone perceives things differently and processes things differently. So it's like we can experience the same event, but you can be more emotionally torn from it than I can. Overly critical. Really, these personalities tend to have a great deal of self-control, particularly when it comes to thoughts and feelings. When the people in their lives fail to match their level of restraint, architects can become strongly critical, but this criticism is often unfair, based on standards rather than a full understanding of human nature. I thought at first this was like saying like I was judging people a lot, because I don't care what anyone does with their life. Combative. Hate blindly following anything without understanding why. Yes. Romantically clueless can lead them to be frustrated by romance, especially in their early stages of a relationship. But they may struggle to understand what's going on and how to behave, and their relationships fall apart for reasons they don't understand. They can become cynical about manners of the heart, even questioning the importance of love and connection. I understand the importance of love and connection. I would say I'm a romantic person though, but when they believe what that relationship has potential, they can give it their all, working to maintain stability and ensure their partner's long-term satisfaction. And by using the imagination, people with this personality types can find meaningful, if unexpected, ways to share their affection. So, as a person with introverted, interested thinking, judgment, personality traits, these thoughtful tacticians love perfecting the details of life, applying creativity and rationality to everything they do. Their inner world is often a private, complex one. That's awesome. I really highly suggest that everyone do this and create a profile. And like, I guess they will send you tips based on your personality type, about like career paths and everything like that. There's like this free profile thing I guess you could do. There's also like probably a membership that you can like pay for to get like more articles and stuff like that, but like definitely take this test. It literally takes like 15 to 20 minutes as long as like you're not talking and explaining every answer. Well, this definitely makes me understand why not a lot of people understand me and think I'm kind of a little bit emotionless to certain things, why I don't understand other people's emotions. It's just because I'm one of the rarest personality types. So obviously there's not going to be too many people out there that completely understand me, because it's like they don't understand my personality, my thought process and stuff like that. So like that's really cool that I'm one of the rarest forms. I did not expect that, honestly. And comment down below what personality type you get and like the rarity of it. Yes, obviously this is like 95% accurate, I think it said, and stuff like that, because obviously certain things within your profile of that personality type is not going to be exactly you. Like, you can disagree with some of the things it's telling you about yourself, because after all, this is just you saw the assessment, it's just a, you know, strongly agreeing, disagree type scenario thing. So there's some wiggle room of like, you know, this isn't exactly you, but you are mainly this personality. I will leave the link down below. Comment down below what personality type you got, because I'm very interested in that. Look at the statistics. If you find yourself watching multiple of my videos, might as well subscribe, and don't forget to ring that bell down below so you get notifications whenever I upload. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.